I know a lot of people want to know a really simple way to work out, is the court card in my reading representing me, another person, or something else? So here's a spread I've done for myself, and there, position in this spread that represents my mind is the Princess of Cups. When I'm doing a reading and I get to a court card, the first thing I do is I connect with the psychology or the personality of the court card. The 16 of them, they are each different. Princess of Cups, young at heart, creative, soulful, intuitive, open-hearted, all of those things. And when I connect with that psychology, I check into my intuition. Does that seem to connect with my client? Does it seem to connect with another person? And there's no way to teach that sort of intuitive connection. I think the only way to do it is to practice. But there is another technique that you can use to help, and that is the clarity card. So I leave the spreads out. I look at the card that I'd like more understanding of, and it's very often a court card. I shuffle the deck. I've already done that, it's hard to do with one hand. Shuffle the deck and pull a second card, and I am asking the tarot, can you help me understand what this card refers to, please? Interestingly, we've got a second court card, but that does help me to understand my Princess of Cups, because I'm a working mother. So Queen of Pentacles is very much dominating my life. I'm also a shaman, and she has a shaman's drum. But to me, the Queen of Pentacles is practical, busy, organised, dealing with the day-to-day life and trying to make it magic, mundane magic. But often she is somebody that is wearing several hats. Busy in the home, busy in work, different roles, managing. It's definitely me. And what a juxtaposition. Queen of Pentacles, practical, busy, hard-working, and playful, intuitive, creative Princess of Cups. Now seeing the two together, I'm thinking, actually, I think this spread, which was meant to reflect me and give me advice as to how to be for the next month, is saying, we get that you do this, we get that much of your life is this, but maybe it's time to find a little creativity, a little pleasure when you're not, being a mum is not the number one thing you're doing. It's always nice to look at the bottom of the pack. If I've pulled a clarity card, what I'm really doing is I'm looking at the original card, then I'm reading the clarity card, then I look at the bottom of the pack, and I'm looking for the message between the three. The Feralt, it's Temperance in a more regular deck. This is the Druidcraft, but in the Druidcraft the Feralt is blending. So now, now it becomes really obvious. We've got two very different characters. The self-absorbed, creative, soulful Princess of Cups. The well-organised Queen of Home and Hearth, running businesses, looking after family. And a card that means blending. I am being asked to have a little more this. So that when I'm doing a professional reading, particularly email readings, which are difficult, if I get to a card, it could be any card, though this I'm illustrating with a court card, and it just doesn't resonate as much as the other cards, it just doesn't fit, I'm not quite sure, that's what I do. I shuffle the tarot, I pull one card, I look at the bottom cards, and that clarifies for me.